Hello and welcome back everyone to Titanfall 2 campaign on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode we continue our effective siege on Normandy as we go and continue killing these Reapers as we attempt to advance with Captain Sarah. I forget what her last name is.
Briggs.
Yeah, Sarah Briggs. Thank you. And zap! God, I honestly really like the Ion weapon loadout for BT. It's laser weapons have always been a fascination for me, and I'm not entirely sure if it's why I like Mech Warrior so much, because the majority of the weapons that I actually have the most amount of success with in Mech Warrior specifically are ballistic weapons, but you know. Laser weapons have always been there for me as a decent fallback.
Hey, a laser! How come you don't have a laser, Woody?
Well, Woody doesn't have a laser because he was built during a time when we were overly fantasizing and sexualizing the West as opposed to space.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. See, I was about to sing the fucking Randy Newman song with respect to Cooper and Titan, but boy, did you just make that awkward for me. I did it anyway.
Yeah.
You got a friend in me, cowboy.
Well, actually, Cooper, I have a friend in you, and you are a friend in me. So there.
The jokes, they just write themselves.
Alright, we got the Northstar. The Northstar is an aerial sniper. I fucking hate this loadout. The ability to hover briefly in the air in order to get advanced positions for your sniper shots to be significantly more effective is honestly not bad. And this sniper round actually deals a shit ton of damage. This is not a bad loadout. But I fucking hate using it because whilst you're doing the aim down sights, your movement speed is cut in half. Your rocket launcher is relatively slow. This is honestly a really cool but not as combat effective loadout as I want it to be. And because of that, I show it off a little bit here and then go immediately back to either the Ion or the Expedition. This admittedly is me not using this loadout correctly. I should be using the hover tech in order to get on top of the environment and then use my advanced positioning in order to take down the foes from a safe spot. But I don't want to because it's and well, we managed to turn on the flight core. Well, we managed to charge up the flight core. We haven't actually turned it on. There we go. And now we get to rain missiles on everything. It is actually rather effective when you do it correctly, but like doing it correctly is a bit more of a hassle than I want to learn how to do it. So
quickly use the tether trap.
I should shortly here switch back to either the Ion or the Expedition.
Excessive damage. Warning.
I mean, look at all these different mechs we had to fight, and this is not a good sniper zone for us.
Yeah, you know what helps a sniper is when you take cover.
Yeah, and although there are a small amount of decent cover spots in this area, not really all that many that are easily accessible for us. Dang it,
you see, past Gerdat, is that when you have a team, you should, back off and let your teammates do some of the fighting. You got way too involved in that fight.
Yeah, but, we don't actually have a team. We have a bunch of other people with us, but you'll notice that they are actually standing all the way the fuck back here, waiting for enemies to come to them as we're, attempting to advance on these positions. Our allied compatriots aren't, honestly all that effective. I really wish our rocket launcher was better because it's a relatively high damage, slow moving projectile, but because it's slow moving, it doesn't actually ever hit anything. And I honestly don't know. I don't even really know what our defensive one is. Is it just double tripwire? It looks like it's just double tripwire.
I will block you with my sword. Damn it!
Which actually works really well against the expedition, but is pretty crap against all of the other ones we've got access to.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, so yep, practice does make perfect, as it seems.
Yes, our defensive is a tethered trap, which will lock enemies partially in place. But look, there's like 7 fucking mechs here that we gotta take down.
Grenade.
This is not the weapon. This is not the loadout that I should be using to try and take down 7 mechs at once. Honestly, the only loadout that I would actually want to take on multiple mechs at once with would probably be the burst rocket one, which I think is the Tone. I don't honestly remember. Maybe it's the Roach.
No,
but but I don't like using that one. So honestly, for this, I should just switch back over to Ion.
You really should be. What I'm gathering is that you should be using your Neo grab bullets ability. That also.
I don't have it.
What do you mean you don't have it?
I don't have it. That's part of the expedition loadout.
Damn it. Well, you should have it, because that also would tie in with the fact that you have teammates who, while you're defending yourself, your teammates are attacking.
Yeah, except my teammates are 2 people, as opposed to the 16 mechs that are here.
I'm seeing a lot of cues to use your telekinesis.
No, you're seeing cues for us to use our defensive tether trap, which is okay, just not actually great.
Famous last words.
And Tone.
They're flanking.
Well, they're
Flanking.
trying to flank. We killed them.
Fail.
We killed them all, so they can't flank us anymore.
Failure.
I really wish I was good with the Northstar. I do. It is a really interesting take on sniper principles, but I honestly think the Northstar would actually be even more terrible in the multiplayer, because you don't really want to be a large target when you're attempting to snipe enemy objectives. Even when enemy objectives are as large as these mechs are.
All right, time to back up. Well, you got away with not backing up.
Taken out everything, so now we can advance relatively freely. There's only these 2 left, so.
The deadliest
Every time I
type
mess
of
with that
enemy.
rocket launcher, man, I have to sign frustration wishing the rocket launcher was better.
The deadliest type of enemy is the one that you cannot see.
Melee!
Punch your face. Put you in your place.
Or attempt to put them in their place, at least. Activate the flight core again. Yay!
We have taken to the skies.
Yes. Now, I don't know if the mechs actually have critical weak points. I know that the Reapers do, but I'm not sure if the... Well, yeah, the mechs do. The mechs at the cockpit is the critical weak point. Also, bunch of Reapers here.
Wait. Do not incur the wrath of the loading screen. We have not yet gotten a checkpoint.
Well, we probably have. We just haven't seen it.
No, it'll tell us.
Because we're not actually paying attention to the checkpoint flags when they show up.
Oh, man, if there's one thing that I've learned to watch out for in my video games, it's that checkpoint flag. Any second now.
This game is actually relatively good when it comes to checkpoint flags. It doesn't actually show them on the screen that much. There it is.
Crush.
But it's usually after every major combat encounter. Okay, back to the Ion. Fuck the Northstar. Thank you, Briggs, for taking point. And explode the enemy Northstar.
You
Yay.
copy.
The Draconis is almost fueled. Move! Their escort is here. We don't have much time.
I'm down. We're doing it.
Well, we're trying to do it, but unfortunately, we do fail this mission.
Oh.
We don't fail this. We don't fail this mission. You know, in terms of gameplay, we fail this. We fail this mission in terms of story.
Right, we're supposed to fail. Ow.
Back up and laser core.
Gerdat, this
Unfortunately-
is not a good time to be offensive right now.
Yeah,
You are dead.
I was focused on the wrong target. I should have been after the Scorch instead of the tones in the back line. No, because the Scorch is a very heavy enemy mech. So taking taking it out is honestly something that I should be focused on whenever it's available. Like right there.
Electric smoke. You don't want none of this smoke.
Burst core. But yes, a single burst core can go through 2 Scorches. It's nuts. I love the burst core. Expedition is honestly, although it is the base model of the Titan loadout, it is the one that I'm the most comfortable on. It's not the one I like the most. I honestly prefer Ion over the Expedition one, but I am the most comfortable on the Expedition Titan loadout.
There you go.
Well, we attempted to pick up all the rockets, but unfortunately there were too many of them.
Alright, those actually went through this time.
And there.
Enemy Titan down. First core ready.
Now, with a majority of the enemies taken down, we can just burst core this last brute. Like so.
We need to get to that ship.
Quickly, to the boat! So many tones in this goddamn map.
That way. Get to that ramp.
If you
Uh-oh,
insist.
cutscene happened.
Bliss, this is Sloan. The Ark is headed your way. I'll let Viper take it from here. See you soon.
Quick, shoot at it.
We're not allowed to, sadly. I mean, if the arc crashes, then we don't have the ability to research it.
Fade to black.
Yes, as we decide to pirate some of their ships in order to go after them literally immediately. Don't you like being the plucky rebels, Mr. Cloud?
Yeah. It's nice to have a contingency plan.
Ah,
Like a rail
look at
shooting
us
segment.
fly over what used to be Nepali. Isn't this such a glorious green rock, Mr. Cloud?
Eh.
This is Commander Briggs. We have to recover the Ark. The IMC are taking it to the fold weapon on board the Draconis.
Okay, so how are we going to board the Draconis, Mr. Cloud?
Hit them hard and fast.
Well, by doing the Point Break thing, of course. Or is it? No, it's a different movie I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Point Break's about surfing, isn't it?
Squadron in sight.
What's that movie now?
Archers, we've got
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, it's the one where they have to get on board the airplane by using another airplane and then flying like directly below it at the same velocity and trajectory.
coming up on a train.
Well,
The
it's not gonna
executive
be below, is
decision,
the
that's
thing,
it.
Mr. Cloud.
The movie, the word I was thinking about was the executive decision.
Ah.
What the hell is that? Anyone got a clear visual?
Airborne bogey.
Behold, another flying mech. That is Viper. And Viper apparently has got more powerful engines than anyone else in the fleet because, yeah, he can actually keep up and just do strafe combat with actual fighter jets. Ow!
I did, and it still hurt.
Parker, nice of you to show up.
Thanks, Barker.
Ship Malta at 10 o'clock, guarding the Draconis. We can't get past it. Cooper, I need a pilot.
Alright, come on. There's no fucking way we could just stand on this thing in this high winds.
Exactly. You know those train fight scenes that everyone loves so much? They just cannot happen like that.
Well,
But now, let us give the finger to physics entirely.
I am going to throw you.
Just like before.
Are you sure about this?
There are significantly more variables to throwing between two moving platforms. Good luck.
And whoosh! Yes, whoosh! Ouch!
Up yours, physics.
Yeah, fuck physics.